that. So we're working our side body control game again. So just to review, the first two that we did today was the controlling with the shoulder pressure. So on this one, we're kind of making our living up closer to the chest. So we've got this tuck, the near side arm, we're kind of underneath it. We're up high on the guy's chest, sternum to sternum. I'm controlling nice and deep, so my near side elbow is on the floor. And I'm creating that fold right here to make sure that I've got this nice little grip. And from here, I don't want to push my body this way to the point where I'm off balance and my belly button is on his chest. Instead, I'm going to kind of pull him into me while I'm still staying low with my hips, and then I shoulder pressure here. So I'm bringing my shoulder towards my hand, making my opponent face that way. And what that does is it eliminates, or it reduces his chances to trip his butt outwards. So just with this head pressure, you can kind of keep him in place. So off that, the second one that we were doing is we have this position here, and then the guy gets the underhook, boom. So now I can still use the pressure, and if I want to, I can use pressure, but I would have to end up sliding downwards because we're up so high, the underhook is really easy for him to utilize. So if I were to do this, I need to start sliding lower, but then I can't use my shoulder because I get further away. So you're gonna slide your thumb inside, and then now with this grip, keeping it kind of shallow, don't reach up next towards his chest. I'm gonna kill his underhook by sliding towards his hip, opposite hip, and then I straighten out my arm, and I can sprawl my leg. And this forces him to look the other way, and now it's hard for him to shrimp his butt away again. I use this as kind of my post in case he tries to shrimp me, bridge me that way. So I've got my base here, I've got my base here, cross face, and this control. So those are the two that we worked. So in this position, the first one we were working kind of off the chest. Now we're going to work towards the hip. This is a good one to work as soon as you pass the guard because you're already low next to his legs. So if you're working for competition, you need the points here, and you got a guy that's real active with his legs, the first thing that we can do is go around the legs, and I'm going to control my own pant leg. And just the way my knees folded, the best place to grab is always on the outside. You always have extra fabric here, unless you're wearing like really skinny jeans. Yeah. And nice and tight. I'm leaving on his lower hips now. I'm gonna go around and control. Look what happens to my elbow though. When I grip here, my elbow is way up. Okay, and I don't have a lot of functional strength. What you want to try to do though is pinch this in, keep his knees in. If I have this relaxed here, like I can kind of blow his legs up and they'll break my grip, and then he's gonna get to the position that he needs. So I go here, control, and I'm keeping my elbows in, and then now I kind of I'm shutting him down going laterally, left to right, and then I'm gonna stop him from squirting that way. Here, boom. I have this hand on the near side of his head, and I'm blocking here, so Brandon can't, because if I don't, he can just scoot that way, yep, and then even with this grip, he can slide his knees in, boom. So I need to make sure that he doesn't scoot upwards, so I keep this on his head, I've got this grip, elbows in, boom. Okay? And I can hold here for the time being. Right now, I'm pinching both my elbows into control. The counter to that one is having this near side arm on the near side leg, or hugging the near side leg. I'm gonna reach around and grab the opposite hip, and my right hand can stay underneath his head here, or I can go over the top. In the case that it's under, okay, I like to get active on my toes, so I'm kind of sprawling my legs and dropping underneath his hips here. Okay? And again, this prevents him from shrimping because this leg, I'm killing this leg by attaching it to my bicep. You can't stay here. Me personally, I like to just drive, as long as I have this nice tight grip. If I have the option with this one over the top, this is where I'm gonna pinch his head inwards towards my body, and then I can lift my left elbow up towards the air to kind of get him to rotate. Okay? So I can control him in this position as well. This one, we're kind of in the middle. The guy's got the near side elbow in. What I'm gonna do is cup the near side elbow, hit the wrestling sit out and scoot up, and then start sliding up towards his armpit. If you're heavy, you can sit on his hips. Okay, the problem with the hips again is if the guy bridges up and I'm about the same weight, every time he creates that bridge, he can get this underhook. Yep, so yeah, boom. And he can sneak that underhook in. If I'm heavy, every time he bridges, he's not moving anywhere. Okay? So if I'm not as heavy, I'm gonna start sliding up high. That way he can't, the bridge power is not really affecting me. The only problem is, again, don't keep your feet at this angle where the guy can just hit a big sit up. Leg lift to sit up and hit that speed. So you would be here, kind of thinking about putting your forehead on that fourth side, and this foot's back kind of driving forward. I don't want to keep this leg up here to the point where you can hook. and use that to pull me back. Good. So I like to use my angle here and drive. It's harder for him to find that hook because it's all the way tucked over here, and I can still push. The other way that I can move in this position is I go over the top and I sit out this way towards his hips, and I'm going to use my tailbone to isolate his arm. From here, both his legs are up right now, I'm going to control this far side so I don't get knee in the face, and I can use this grip. If I can get under this arm, it's even better. I can use this grip to help keep it straight, to make sure I can slide the leg through the gap or over the top to get to that mountain position. Okay. So this kind of series is a little bit better for smaller guys that can move to create pressure. And the other thing that you can do is from the underhook, the guy starts turning up into you, is just step over the head, spin and drop, and use that motion to kill the guy on that side. Now I'm going to use that far side. Again, this is off when the guy has an underhook on me. Okay, I'm going to start off by sitting low. Okay, don't sit up high. Sit low, I open the lapel, and I feed it to this hand. Okay, and then I'm using that first one where I'm tucking and using that shoulder pressure. And now with this grip, even if I'm off him, right, it's turning left for me, okay, it's hard for him to bring his arm up because this is going to prevent him from moving. So even if he gets the underhook, and starts driving, I've got good pressure and I can control. So I can use this to control, and I love going from here to knee on belly, and I can lift his entire upper body with this grip, and I can start feeding here. And then you start working those loop chokes there. Another option from this position is, let's say he doesn't go for the underhook and he's just sitting tight, putting pressure here. I use the same concept, and I'm going over the top. So here, over the top, and I feed it here. So with this position, it's real nice because he can't really do much. He can't get the underhook. I can control him with this. And the nice thing is as long as this arm is up high, I can just step way over and just go right into the triangle mount or just start attacking the arm bars here. Okay? It's the same kind of motion. If he gets the underhook on me, I go under and feed. If he doesn't go for the underhook and he's pushing, I go over the top and feed. Okay, and I just keep making this tighter and tighter. Same thing, I can go knee on belly and work the same type of choke. It's very uncomfortable here. Okay, so let's work that last one. 1, 2, 3.